Welcome to Princess Exiled 1. I've been reading this script idea by Watson Boyd, and he's a painter. He's a really wonderful writer. I'm going to read you. His script is called In This Surreal City. It's so good I didn't know which one to read. I think I might read the whole thing to you. Along Sunset Boulevard, chain storehouses... Along Sunset Boulevard, chain store coffee houses swell with image hounds sipping their overpriced candy, flavored mocha, or their designer bottled water. Proprietors understand the value some place on pretense and jack their prices according to demand, while the ghosts of Bogart and Bukowski deadpan the tragic manning down of fabled imagery. Though there are still a few mom-and-pop coffee shops, places where reflections and atmospheres are free. These survive mainly by offered sincerity, a rare treasure in a city driven by trends. From trendy coffee, cars, clothes, books, and fabricated looks to what they eat or watch or listen to in this world, where even household pets are chosen by fashion trends. The only real trendsetters are those that follow none. Still, to some, saying no creates more trauma than the fear of being snubbed by the rest of the herd. At a newsstand in Studio City, thin young girls with pretty faces browse the countless new issues of magazines that preach the same gospel. Validated by a billion-dollar business, a woman's stature in life is determined by her physical facade. Conditioned by decades of the same fable told and demanded by men of a similar mode, these girls, barely women, are convinced what they read will help them adjust and improve their own net worth, while books that actually broaden the mind and complete the whole go virtually unnoticed or unread. And somewhere up in heaven, feminist tears are shed, lamenting bright futures surrendered to Princess Land. Competing for shelf space here, as with all the newsstands across the land, are a multitude of testaments to a crass religion, the celebrity cult. Born of the city, its dogma globally spreads. Although Nathaniel West forewarned us some 70 years ago not to embrace fantasy land debris, most ignore warnings that living vicariously can hinder personal growth and undermine self-worth, derail untapped potentials and individual dreams. I've known so many who can tell you which actors date each other, which ones break up, and which ones tell the lies. Yet they can't tell you who wins the Nobel Peace Prize. Why heed religions that benefits a chosen few when your own life fully lived would be its own reward? If as much efforts were put into completing ourselves, the cult would face its well-deserved demise. In this surreal city, this city of angels, one export I'm proud of is our tolerance, where belief systems are as varied as the land itself. A culture where even non-believers will concede the true miracle is in how we all coexist. If this town has a liberal heart, as conservatives across the country claim, this is its badge of honor. In a near-perfect world, freedom means what it means. Pure religion offers comfort, hope, and peace of mind. It does not retaliate when scrutinized, or starve its own people to feed some god's ego, or inflict countless suffering and deaths disguised as holy war. Pure religion rejects none and encompasses all. Without fundamental sex entrenched demanding conversion or judgment in a near-perfect world, compassionate souls agree each perceives differently. In this town where so few judge others by their skin, where old-school prejudice receives wide-scale contempt, we've still developed an iconic and eccentric value system where too many base personal worth in our culture on each one's standard of living. The area of town we live in, whether we rent or buy, what car we drive to and from, what job we have, in a less perfect world, Select enlightenment adds its own flavor but subtracts true character. From Silver Lake to Lawndale, from Santa Monica to Northridge, snobbery by location, vocation. Even transportation is our own albatross. If we got off our ass and climbed a mountain or two, or improved conditions in some improvised local, ran a marathon or joined a softball team or picked a worthy charity and volunteered to give time, reaching level 7s or saving some cartoon princess from pretend doom would seem so meaningless. Although the work I do keeps me physically fit, when I need my spirits lifted, I'll ride my Huffy on the bicycle path through Balboa Park, content to share the space with kindred travelers, fellow bikers, joggers, skaters, and hikers, each exercising their own concept of health on nature's juvenated time. Variety respects every physical taste, and throughout the park are hundreds of golfers, dozens of soccer teams, tennis lovers, and rugby players. But a day in the park won't detract from the fact that the health-conscious are becoming minorities in a town peopled by increasing obesity, and who must take the blame for this city's weight gain. I just want to say from start to finish, this is really interesting in this surreal city, about the City of Angels. He did have his script stolen. I don't know how many scripts he had stolen, but he's a painter. Watson Boyd. Great writer. I didn't want to put it down to the very end. And it's about LA. It goes all the way through Bel Air and everywhere. And since I've lived in all those locations, I found that reading it made me smarter, because it's got some words that you want to just look up in the dictionary if you don't know. Don't be afraid to do that. Anyways, don't be afraid to send me your material. I would like to read all of this. I may go from start to finish later on tonight or tomorrow. He's such a fantastic writer. If there's someone out there that would want to invest in a motion picture or a writer or painter, I would invest in this person right now. I would say you couldn't go wrong with his words. His poetry is magic. I may even sing it. He doesn't know that yet. So, go see Watson Boyd at Unmired at YouTube. ARTRA at sbcglobal.net. And his number is 818-989-0800. Tell him Julie sent you. I do recommend you read his script and see his paintings. They're fantastic. Have a great evening. Thank you, Watson.